Lesson 9 text walkthrough. So we can put text anywhere we want on the screen. You can change the color of the text. There's a lot of different things that we can do with it. So if we look at the text block, in the documentation here, you can see that we can change the font that we use, the size, how it's aligned, and the way it's set up is it's the string that you want to show up. So the text is the string, and then the X location, Y location, those first two values are the left to right display, and then the Y is the up and down. There are a second set of parameters. I don't usually ever use those, but X2 and Y2, so the X location of the right corner of the area to display the text. So you could give it like a box area to display your text. That's possible as well, which will help with wrapping your text if you do want to wrap it around. So if I made this text, it wants you to add a second block and write it in a different part of the screen. So let's start over and see what they have in here to begin with. All right, so then you just add another text here. And I'm just going to say another text block. And I'm going to put this one it wanted me to move it. I'm going to move it to 250. And then this one, I'm going to leave it 015. You can see shows up right here. If I wanted it to show up on the very bottom of the screen, I would do like 375. Oh, not there. 15, 375 on the Y. It'll show up down here. You can change the text size for both of these. They're set by default to size 12. That's 24. Notice how this one, now you can't read it, so it goes off the screen. You can wrap where it's going to keep its location. So this changed it into a block that is from 250, and then it goes down to 200, 100. So over here, I gave it a nice little spot to work with so it doesn't go off the screen. Text size, so you can see I already messed with this one. When you run this, there's small, medium, and large. It says to add a new text size block and make the word large the biggest. So it's the same size as medium right now. So I need to go to drawing and text size, and I'm going to make it like 75. There, now it's the biggest. You have two practices here. This first one, you have a snake behind bars, and it says greetings, but everything's in the wrong order. So order matters with your text. And the text we know is the very last thing we want to show up. So I'm going to take this text right here and put it at the very bottom. So now my text is coming up. But now the snake, if you look at the picture, he needs to be behind the bars. The bars are these dark gray, and here's that light pink. So I'm going to put my draw sprites right here to get him behind the bars. And the next practice is, it's supposed to draw a cartoon, but there's a bug in it. The image shows on the screen, it's not showing on the screen, so it should look like this. So we're going to run the code. Error message, line 21, unexpected token. So let's go look. Line, here we go. Well, there is no line 21. Text. Oh, I can already see. Okay, look at these texts. Text, you have to have quotes around them because it's text that you want to print out on the screen. So if I add those texts, now it works. Yay! Those were the practices. And the assessment, I have already done some work on this one, so let's restart it. Okay, so add 2 pieces of text to the scene, make 2 pieces of text different sizes. All right, so we have these sprites on here. Let's do text size and text and another text and another text size. And I'm going to do like 24, and I'm going to say, hey you, look up here. And it's going to be this one talking. So I'm going to put it at 245. Check that out. Ooh, it's not going to fit, so I got to add those 2 extras here. I don't want it to go further than, let's wrap it. Let's do 80. That's not dark enough. We got to change that color. Let's change the color here. Fill. Yellow. That works. And then the second guy, put this here. 291. 300. Who's there? I'm going to make this one 36. Too big. How about 20? And that's not quite right. I meant to put it at 275. No, I want it higher than that. Let's do 200. And it doesn't wrap quite right. And even if I wrap it, you're not going to see it great. So I'm going to move it over to 285. There we go. Now I can see my question mark. And there is a bunch of challenges for you to try. This will teach you about text wrapping and then how to make your text stand out with colorful outline and how to change the color of your text. So I'm not going to go through those, but it shows you how to do each of those in here.